This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Catholics from all over flocked to the city of Scranton recently. Find out the buzz next on FYI. Good evening and thank you for joining us. It's a new week of information and we've got you covered. Welcome to FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. I'm Ken Kerr and I've got your Monday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A reported methamphetamine lab in Hazel Township had emergency crews keeping people at a distance on Monday. The Hazleton Standard Speaker says West Hazleton police told them of a suspected meth lab on Ridge Avenue in Hazel Township. People checking out the scene were kept a block away. Residents were also asked to avoid the area. For updates on this story, go to standardspeaker.com and our Facebook page. The decision to remove a local towing company from the City of Hazleton's rotation made headlines back in June. Hazleton City Council was set to have a special meeting on Tuesday. On the agenda for that meeting was a resolution to direct Mayor Joe Iannuzzi and Police Chief Frank D'Andrea to reinstate DeLuca's Auto Repair and Towing Incorporated. That meeting has been canceled, but the item will remain on the agenda for the next regular meeting on August 18th at 6 p.m. at City Hall. The towing company was suspended for 3 years because of a post on social media. Back in June, Iannuzzi told the Standard Speaker that a comment accused him of accepting a bribe from another towing company. He says that went against the city's policy with towing companies that requires them to act professionally. The owner of the company, Cindy DeLuca, said back then that she received a screenshot from a social media page with comments about the mayor and the chief of police, but she says she told D'Andrea about it and she says she did not post them. DeLuca added that her Facebook account was hacked, and while comments were not on her personal page, a separate page was created off of her account where the comments were posted. She says she reported this to Facebook. Now, Grace Kuzo, who lost a bid to be the Democratic candidate for mayor in the upcoming general election, told the Standard Speaker the company's removal was politically motivated because the DeLucas supported her. Iannuzzi, who ran and lost on the Republican side for mayor, denied that claim. In an email sent on Monday, Iannuzzi asks who added the resolution to the agenda, adding that it jeopardizes a lawsuit that's going to court in August and that it could cost the city money. 5 vehicles were damaged this morning after a fire on a car carrier outside of a car dealership in Hazel Township. Hazel Township's and West Hazleton's fire departments responded to the call at about 4:19 this morning. The vehicle carrier was outside of Berger Family Dealerships on Route 93. 3 vehicles were burned and 2 were damaged by the heat. The fire appears to have been caused by a mechanical failure on the vehicle carrier. A driver who was passing by alerted the driver of the carrier about the fire. A current eyesore in the borough of West Hazleton is planned to undergo a transformation, but it could take some time. This is a Standard Speaker photo of the property on the corner of North and Wayne Streets. Borough Council President Mark Yeager says the owner was working with the borough on the problem but passed away. Yeager says the property is now part of the family estate. The building was condemned in 2014, and right after that, the owner, Thomas Carey, passed away. West Hazleton Code Enforcement Officer Diane Panzarella says Carey's brother offered to help with the cleanup and that the borough has a signed agreement with Carey's wife that will donate the property to the borough. According to Panzarella, there's a legal process of removing liens on the property before that can happen. Once that is taken care of and taxes are paid off, Panzarella says the borough will apply for a grant for demolition and cleanup. West Hazleton is planning on putting a salt shed and maintenance shop on the property. Meanwhile, the City of Hazleton is trying to figure out what to do with the property after they spent over $100,000 demolishing the site. The building that once stood here at 520 South Poplar Street started collapsing 4 years ago. The total cost of demolition and cleanup was $108,000, and according to the city's consulting engineer Dominic Iannuzzi, the city will put a lien on the property. Iannuzzi says he's working with City Council and the Redevelopment Authority on plans to acquire and reuse the land. According to reports, 3 Marian Catholic football players are facing charges after bullying allegations. The Times News out of Lehighton reported that over the weekend, charges have been filed in Schuylkill County Juvenile Court. 2 Marian students face harassment charges and a third faces misdemeanor assault charges. All are minors. A 14-year-old boy is said to be the victim of the alleged bullying in 2014. An assistant district attorney in Schuylkill County says the county does not comment on cases involving juveniles. Marian Catholic told FYI that since the situation is being handled in the court system, there is no comment from the school. Moving on, just how many faithful turned out for this year's St. Anne's Novena in Scranton? Well, imagine the city of Hazleton showing up at your door. Our intern Erin Harvey tells me about 20,000 people showed up, and here's her report.
The rain did not stop the faithful from attending Mass at the 91st Annual Novena to St. Anne. The 9-day event, held at the Basilica located in Scranton, came to its close yesterday. While the weather cooperated for most of the week, the day I went, it poured. Many have heard about a novena, but may not know what it is or how it works.
The original novena was the 9-day period between the Ascension of the Lord and the gift of the Holy Spirit on Pentecost. When the Lord ascended into heaven, he told them to sit and wait for the Holy Spirit and pray, and so the apostles and the Blessed Mother got together in the upper room, and they spent 9 days in prayer waiting for the Holy Spirit to descend upon the church, and that was considered the first novena. Novena is a Latin word that means 9, so it's a 9-day period of prayer and special preaching in preparation for the celebration of the feast day.
People come from all across the country to pray to St. Anne because some have witnessed miracles. The turnout for the services is really amazing, and the numbers are being maintained each year.
For the 9 days, there are 5 services, and they're between 1,500 and 2,000 people at every service. So throughout the day, about 10,000 people. And then on the feast day of St. Anne, we have additional services. I think we have 10 services rather than 5 on the feast of St. Anne, beginning at 4:30 in the morning and going through to the solemn closing with the bishop at 7:30 at night. And probably 15 to 20,000 on that day make it to St. Anne's for the prayers. Well, I don't know if it gets much bigger, but certainly the numbers are maintained right now. They're staying very high as we go along through the years. If I remember, our closing last year was very, very crowded. Both in the church is filled, and the outside tents are filled, and the hillside is filled, and the porticos around the basilica are filled. So it was quite a wonderful crowd there.
After over a year of waiting, there is a new addition to St. Anne's.
St. Joachim, who is the husband of St. Anne and the father of the Blessed Mother, he had ordered him, and he was supposed to arrive for last July 17th, either the sculptor in Italy who made him took a little vacation early, or he just got lost somewhere, but he didn't arrive till February. So this is the first time that we have him for the solemn novena.
If you didn't get a chance to go to the novena, that's okay, because they have one every Monday.
Our Passionist community who direct St. Anne's Shrine Basilica, we're always happy to have as many visitors during the solemn novena. We also have novena every Monday throughout the year. Everyone is always welcome. We pray the novena to St. Anne throughout the entire year.
Reporting for FYI, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thanks for the report, Aaron, and for braving the rain. Well, still to come on FYI, we have your work week weather forecast and midday winning lottery numbers. And in sports, we'll get you an update on some of our local Little League All-Star teams. And Ron Marchetti rocks a pink Penn State shirt in Trivia Treats. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, if you waited for Monday, guess what? It is Monday, and it's time to get in shape. We're back here at Core Fitness, and we're talking about ways that you can stay healthy and live a healthy lifestyle. This gym is awesome because it's exclusive to women only, and there are many different exercises that you can do. It's not just classes, it's not just the fitness center. They have Pilates, and we have Mara, and she is the Pilates instructor. So thanks for being with us.
Thanks for being here.
So tell us about your background.
I am a second-generation Pilates instructor, which means that I have been mentored by a first-generation Pilates elder, which is the only person alive certified by him.
And how many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing Pilates for 13 to 14 years now.
Okay, what are the benefits of Pilates and how does it differ from yoga?
Well, first I'd like to define a little bit what is it. Pilates is a method of exercise to stretch and strengthen and balance your entire body and strengthening your body from within. Its benefits are from learning more about how your body functions, moving better, using your body in a better, more functional way. And if I would use one word to describe it, is posture. Pilates is posture, Pilates is health.
Okay. So you're going to show us 3 different exercises for Pilates and what it helps.
I'm going to start with the 100, which is one of the most distinctive exercises from Pilates. So you start by sitting tall on top of your sitting bones. You roll down on your back. You bring your knees to your chest. You take a deep breath and you exhale, lengthening your legs. And you pump your arms, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing is very important to our practice. So every move has a system of inhaling and exhaling. From here, you can take it to your single leg stretch, inhaling and exhaling as you move. Bringing your belly button in towards your spine. From here, you can take it to all fours, always keeping your form. We are very big on form and posture. And take it to your bird dog, working your back muscles, keeping your entire core engaged the whole time, taking a deep breath, exhaling, sitting back. And these are 3 exercises that you can do at home to improve your flexibility, the health of your spine, and your entire body and core strength.
Now it's nice, don't be intimidated if you've never done Pilates before, because there are a lot of beginners that come here, all different levels, right? And there are classes that you can take here. Again, it's for women only. So when are those classes?
Classes are Mondays from 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
And yes, it is a system that you can customized for every fitness level, so everybody is welcome to join the class.
All right, so there is definitely something for everyone to stay healthy and live a healthier lifestyle. So Mara, thank you to you and your practice. And again, we're here at Core Fitness every Monday. Well, if you waited.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's a unique look at the Altamont building in downtown Hazleton on a warm and humid day, and it looks like it's going to stay that way, so everyone break out the slip and slides, or if you have a pole, that's cool too. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Patchy fog after 2 a.m., otherwise a partly cloudy night with a low of 62 degrees. Here's the extended and hot forecast. Patchy fog before 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Sunny day with a high near 88 degrees. Calm wind that day, so that's a hot one. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low of 64 on Wednesday. We'll get up to 90 degrees under sunny skies. Wednesday night, warm, mostly clear with a low of 69 degrees. Thursday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 86. Thursday night, no relief with a low around 62 degrees. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high near 83, and Friday night, partly cloudy. Our low will be 61 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
And now your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 20, pick 3, 413, pick 4, 0211, and pick 5, 88498. And the numbers you see are brought to you by Boyer's Insurance Agency, with 2 locations to serve you. One is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, the other in Nescopec on Broad Street. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopec at 570-752-7683. We have some Little League results in sports coming up, but before we get there, here's a message from Friedman Electric.
We're here each and every week at Friedman Electric. They are celebrating 80 years in business, not just known for lighting, but we're with Jerry Katina. We're going to talk about some other safety tips that they have and some things that you can purchase to keep your home and your families safe. So thanks for having us.
Hey, welcome back. It's always a pleasure.
It's time to concentrate on the outside of your house, and we're going to talk about today landscape lighting.
Right. Landscape lighting is very important, especially for your walkways and entryways. What ends up happening is a lot of customers come in and are looking for security lighting, which is great. But if you're trying to accent the home and trying to get some extra lighting, so say for instance you have, guests coming into the home and you want a part of your driveway or an access way coming in. What's nice about doing this is, as you can see, you're getting a nice amount of light from a path light like this. Now, if you want to uplight, say, a tree, for instance, or something like that, very nice. You could do that with, you could do that with an MR16.
Okay.
And you could do uplight with that, or you could actually accent or graze a wall, which is very nice too. We have deck lights, which are kind of cool. Here's a little salamander guy.
Look
Isn't
at
he
him.
nice? Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yep, salamander. We have louvered deck lights, so if you want something louvered. Everything that we deal with is all professional grade. So 5-year warranty, and we also have professionals here. Myself, Lisa, Claire will come out to your home. What we will do is we will lay it out for you. We'll explain the photometrics and tell you how much you need. Could put them on a timer so they go on a certain time, go off a certain time. Also could put them on a photo cell, which is nice, dusk to dawn. So there's a lot of different capabilities that we have here at Friedman Electric. Come on down and see us. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
All right, next week we'll talk about LED lighting right here. We're here each and every Monday at Friedman Electric in Hazleton.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
After some great efforts, the Little League All-Star season is over in our area, but our local teams gave us a lot of great highlights. Let's check out the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. We start with a photo. In the 9 and 10-year-old Section 6 tournament being held at Theory Field in Drums, Lehigh took the title. Now, Lehigh lost to Valley West earlier in the tournament and then faced a 5-run deficit on Thursday before posting a comeback to get the victory over Valley West, while Lehigh made another late-inning comeback in the tournament's decisive game on Friday, beating Valley West 9-7. Valley West head coach Jeff Antolik told Eric Schultz of the Standard Speaker, quote, "I couldn't be any prouder of this team and this coaching staff. They've all worked their tails off all summer long. You give up 6 or 7 weeks of your summer vacation. You made a lot of great friendships. You take home a lot of incredible memories," unquote. Well, here's results from the 10 and 11-year-old Section 6 tournament. In Stroudsburg, Valley East had a chance to get to the championship round after a victory, but they fell to Penridge and Warwick. They went on to win the section. I'm assuming when Joe Madden receives visitors from Pennsylvania, it usually is a pretty pleasant experience. Not the case when the Phillies came to Wrigley this weekend. The Fightin' swept the Cubs, and on Saturday, the Phillies' Cole Hamels no-hit Madden's team. On Sunday, the Phillies scored 11 runs before getting out of town, and the rough weekend moves the Cubs out of the playoff picture in the National League. They are now 2.5 games behind the San Francisco Giants for the second wild card spot. With Russ Kanzler still on the disabled list, the Iron Pigs lost to Syracuse on Sunday in extra innings. Scranton Wilkes-Barre, they scored a win over Toledo, and they find themselves in first place in the IL North Division. The Rail Riders have a 2.5 game lead over Buffalo. Ron Marchetti is here, and he wants me to make sure you know he's wearing a pink Penn State shirt because he's not sure if you'll be able to tell on air. And well, what's so special about another regular white Penn State shirt? Okay, here's Ron Marchetti, and he always brings something special for Trivia Treats.
This summer is flying past us like a speeding locomotive, completely out of control. The final Monday in July is almost over. Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Treats. Question: which pitcher holds the record for the longest losing streak in Major League history? Time's up. Answer: Mets pitcher Anthony Young lost 27 games in a row. That streak came to an end on this very day in 1993, 22 years ago. Young lost the last 14 decisions in 1992 and his last 13 decisions in 1993, all with the Mets. On this day, 22 years ago, Young entered a game in relief in the ninth with the score 3-3. He allowed a run to fall behind 4-3. A 28th consecutive defeat loomed. Mother of God. But New York scored twice in the bottom of the ninth to snap his ugly streak. In 3 seasons with the Mets, 1991, 92, and 93, Young posted a 5-35 record despite a respectable ERA of 3.82. Following stints with the Cubs and Astros, Anthony Young finished his lifetime record in 1996 at 15-48. Also on this day in 2004, the Red Sox scored 3 runs in the 9th inning off Mariano Rivera to defeat the Yankees 11-10 in a fight-filled game at Fenway Park. Alex Rodriguez and Kenny Lofton of the Yanks and Jason Varitek and Gabe Kaplan of the Red Sox were ejected during a 3rd-inning brawl. Both benches emptied and fights erupted all over the field. Several players were treated for bruises and bloody scratches. In the 9th, Nomar Garciaparra doubled and scored on a single and a 2-run walk-off dinger. Also on this day, in 1968, 47 years ago, in the 2nd game of a doubleheader against the Phillies at Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia, George Culver of the Reds pitched a no-hitter for a 6-1 victory. And speaking of a no-hitter, on Saturday at Wrigley, Cole Hamels of the Phillies shut out and no-hit the Cubs 5-0, which could be Hamels' last appearance in a Phillies uniform. He could be going any day now. The trading deadline is midnight on Friday, hopefully to the American League, but I don't think so. I'll see you 5.5 hours before that trading deadline on Friday right here. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Moyers Grove Campground will be hosting a fun-tastic Make-A-Wish weekend August 8th and 9th. Events will be held all day on both days with great food and entertainment. Friday will be a fish fry, and Saturday they have a special breakfast. Plus, they have plenty of tricky trays and other games. For more info, just call 570-379-3375. Our next announcement, the American Cancer Society Look Good, Feel Better program can help those suffering from the side effects of cancer. The program will teach women with cancer how to manage the side effects and with helpful makeup hints. Each patient who attends receives a free makeup kit worth $250. Sign up for the Monday, August 3rd session by calling 1-800-227-2345. And finally, the 62nd annual St. Jude Parish Picnic will be held August 7th and 8th from 4 to 11 p.m. and August 9th from noon to 9 on the parish grounds at 420 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. Entertainment nightly, great food, activities for the youngsters, and plenty more. For more info, just call 570-574-2535. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert A. Betterly of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. in the Christ Lutheran Church. Friends may call at the church from 10 to 11 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Joe Podlesny of Tresco. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Church of All Saints in McAdoo. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Damiano Funeral Home and Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Tyler Reese of Ringtown. Tyler, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Remember, for updates on the reported methamphetamine lab in Hazel Township, standardspeaker.com and at our Facebook page. That's it for tonight. Take it easy, everyone.